Good afternoon, everyone. So tomorrow, which is the 6th of November, Wednesday, FC Goa play their next game in the ISL against Punjab FC here at Patoda, and we have FC Goa's pre-match press conference right now with head coach Manolo Marquez and defender Sanatomba Singh. So yeah, without any further ado, I throw the floor open to questions. We start with questions for Tomba, and later on move on to questions for coach.
What were your feelings before you stepped onto the field for your first game in the ISL?
I was prepared, before that, few days back, I have trained well, and I was prepared mentally and physically. That when I went in, I have some positive feeling that I can do something with that small match.
When you joined FC Goa, it was always difficult to break into the first team because there are so many senior players and so many players ahead of you. What were your thoughts about the ISL in general?
When I stepped in, it was not easy to be with them fully, and it was not easy to be same level as them. So I have to go step by step, to be better.
From the academy days, what were your thoughts? What was your dream sort of? Because you spent a lot of time with the Reliance Academy. Anyway, it's an academy setup where you were among the better players, among the best players. Now, during those academy days, when you looked at the ISL, when you looked at India players, what did you think sort of?
In academies we have a like our age,
same age group.
Same age group, and we don't have the same level as the ISL level. When I before I join in and after I join in, there is a huge difference from there and here. Also, and I always look up to some few players for India, and yeah.
Who has been your idol so far? Which players have you admired?
I look up more on the center back, like Alex Adi and Jingle also sometimes. And I always look like they are not that much like quality players, but the things they have like a warrior. Like I need to learn from them, all out everything.
Which team would you like playing against to show your mettle?
That's a hard one. I would go for Odisha.
Your experience playing under coach Manolo, how you feel like playing under him?
It was great to have him as a coach. He always pushed from my first step when I was arrived here. From the first day only, he already pushed me to become this much, and he always like every time when I make a mistake, he's like not the he's just kids, not like he always push me through the best level that I can.
Yeah, we'll move on to questions for coach.
Coach, since we are talking about the young player, even during your days with Hyderabad, you've been appreciated for promoting young players, and you have explained why you were forced to play those players. Now, players like Bryson, players like Ayush, for example, who you used very effectively during the last game, they are doing quite well there. What would be your advice to younger players in the team, particularly to Tom?
No, Tomba explained the situation more or less. Football is a game of mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, perhaps he wouldn't play here. He would be playing in another top competition, no? But it's a process. I think that the first day that Tomba here in FC Goa and now, he grew a lot. Now we are very confident if he has to play tomorrow. We are not scared about this. In the beginning, he made some mistakes. Even playing as a left back, he was nervous. And sometimes he didn't play with the condition that he has. Now, even I think Guramangi Singh helped him a lot because both are from Manipur. They speak between them, and I think now is comfortable, more comfortable, like the next step playing more as a winger than as a left back. But is another player who, in my opinion, will be a lot of years in ISL.
Coach, the win against Bangalore FC 3-0, it completely changes the mood of not just the team or your mood as well, but the entire fan base as well. But does it also give you some sense of confidence that FC Goa are as good as any other team in the ISL, given the bad results earlier?
I think that my experience in India say that it's not in India. As a coach, you cannot be very negative, pessimistic when you lose or you don't win, because obviously you can be angry because the team is not doing the correct things. But I don't see in this competition, in this ISL, I don't see too much differences between the top teams and the last teams. If you play now, today, Bengaluru is Bengal, I don't bet for Bengaluru or for East Bengal. I say that would be a very equal game, and this is happening in ISL this season. We are checking every day. The other day, if Pepra doesn't receive the red card, maybe the game finished 2-2. It's very similar, the competition. No? All teams are able to beat the opponent, and we knew that we could win Bengaluru, not 3-0, not 3-0, not 3-0, but we were confident that we could win that game, saying that we know which opponent we will face tomorrow as a complete different team, but will be very difficult.
Coach Timber said that he's currently on 4-on-5 and he expected a 5-on-5, so which means he's going to be coming out all guns blazing. How do you think your defense will be able to brace against that attack?
Punjab. I don't know. See, you never know. You more or less you can imagine how will be the game. I only know that the qualities of Punjab are completely different than Bengaluru. They are a team with a lot of order. I like a lot because they don't have maybe top players, but they are they play with a lot of order, very clear what they want to do. This is the reason. It's not a coincidence that they are the only game that they lost. In my opinion, they didn't deserve to lose against PFC, and will be a very tough opponent. But obviously, again, for sure that FC Goa will be a very tough opponent for them. I feel that will be another very difficult game that I feel that we can win.
Coach, last post-match press conference is highlighted about the quality on the bench of the FC Goa. So looking at the different style of the Punjab FC, the complete different start lineup can we expect from tomorrow?
In FC Goa?
Yeah.
Maybe will be similar. Maybe there is one or two substitutions, maybe, but not too much. I don't know who told me the other day in the club that you didn't repeat never the lineup in 2 years. I think that we cannot kill still players. We are still in the beginning of the competition. We need all the players, and even playing a good game, in some moments you have to think that okay, you will need this player. I I don't think tomorrow. Well, I'm completely sure that won't be the same lineup tomorrow.
Coach, at the last press conference you said Boca and Rolly will be missing the Punjab game as well. We saw Udanta and Kati also out of the last game. What is their status?
No, Kati will be available for tomorrow.
Udanta is not available.
No, Udanta no. Udanta and Rolly and Borja won't be available.
Coach, after tomorrow's game, there is an international break for the team. So now the FC Goa is getting the momentum of the winnings, and it will affect a break for the FC Goa.
Yes, but I understand. If we win, I don't know what, but again, the table is alive. If we win, we are third.
Third or fourth, yeah.
But fourth no. We are third if we win. Because only if we win for one goal, we will over Punjab. But with more games than we will have 8 games. But then suddenly, when we finish in December, we are the team who play less games in ISL, which is for me very difficult to understand. For me, it's very normal. There are 13 teams to play, one team rest in every round. I don't know why you have to put, okay, if finally you cannot play because there is a rain or there is another thing. But the normal thing is that more or less all the teams, they have to play the same number of games during the competition. Or not. We finish in December and there are some teams with 14, some teams with 13, and some teams with 12 games. Then again, you don't know exactly. You remember last season we were on top, but I don't remember exactly. But the table was or very close, or yes. Then we need to be focused in our game, try to win. Yes, we will go to the break in a good position, but maybe when you don't play, then you are going down in the table. No, but the most important is our games and to win tomorrow and to keep the mentality that the team is playing not only in the last game. For me, again, I repeat that in Chennai we didn't deserve, or we were closer to win than to lose, except the last 10 minutes. And that's all, really, because every opponent is completely different. I will play this game, but the next game is in Kerala, in Kochi. It will be completely different. The atmosphere, everything. It's a competition that is very, very. All the teams are very similar with different characteristics, but very similar.
Do you think having played less games could be an advantage?
Or not? Because then you have to play more games in less time. No? Then you never know. You never know. The thing that I don't like is the teams. The normal thing is all teams similar games. No? I can understand if there are 13 teams. Obviously, one have to rest. But that's all. Maybe I am the only person with this thought, and maybe nobody is, because I know that in England it's like this. In some moments in England there are competitions, but it's more for the weather than for the schedule, or because they play the FA Cup in the middle and this kind of things, and there are teams with 3-4 games less than another team. But these kind of situations I don't like. I prefer more or less all the teams with the same number of games.
Coach, how much has the last win helped in building the confidence of the team? Because it came against a team that was unbeaten, a team that was at the top. You got a clean sheet, 1-3-0, so almost everything you got right.
Yes, so obviously every win is important. One win, we expected to win, but maybe we didn't expect to win with this, how is scoreline? No, not only score, with this
Because it was
confidence.
FC Goa were dominating them from start to finish.
Yes. Practically, I think that we received one shot on target in all the game and very far
But
from Roshan.
yeah.
and the team was very serious in defense and in attack as usual. No? We are still scoring goals every game. Of course, the confidence now is if you are winning is better, but now is another game. We need to win tomorrow, and as he said, no? If we go to the break with the 2 consecutive wins, yeah, at least we will spend some days with good feelings.
Coach Sadiku has scored in every game that he has played for FC Goa this season, in pre-season, in Manolkar, and now in the ISL. Is he the kind of player that you always wanted, or do you think, or do you expect more from him? More in terms of contribution?
The thing, I want always players to score goals.
Yeah.
This is very, very important. But even like this, in some moments he was in the bench. Well, one game was injured, and one game against Chennai he was in the bench. But because there's the kind of style of Chennai, these centre backs that they have, if they are with one player who is the reference, they are more comfortable. Then same than that day in Kolkata against East Bengal, the centre backs were not comfortable with Dejan and Borja till the moment in both games. But it's true, he entered and his one was penalty, but he scored. Even if his penalties, if our penalties, is very difficult. This guy from Northeast also, no? It's very difficult to score every game, and one day, I hope won't be tomorrow, one day we'll stop this situation. But he always scored goals. Even last season when he played with Cummings, Petratos, these guys that sometimes he was a lot of times was in the bench, and he scored 9 goals. Always, we know him from a long time. He played in some teams in Spain, and he is a guy who always scored goals. And even with the national team in the Euro Cup, he scored. The first time where Albania played the Euro Cup, he scored also. He's the typical player who is, if he's inside the box, usually he
So what are the kind of conversations that you have with him? Maybe you want him to get involved more with the
No, the opposite.
Okay.
Because if your quality is inside the box,
You have to be there.
better to be there than opposite. Sometimes he drops too much the position, and then we don't have the player close to the box. And I think that he understands very good. He's a very good teammate. He understands the things very fast, and because he has a lot of experience, and then he has very good shoot. Is maybe his best quality.
Sure.
Yes. Even his aerial game is in the crosses is very good.
Any more questions?
Coach, the 26 probable list is out, and in that from FC Goa's Sandesh and Akash is 26 probables for the FIFA friendly Malaysia. So the list, your list is out.
Yes.
So on that, FC Goa's Sandesh and Akash is in the
I
list.
have the list. Okay, I didn't know.
Okay.
No, I sent yesterday
Okay.
the list, and I didn't know if it's tomorrow morning or tomorrow morning, today morning or today. The thing that, before your question, as a national team coach, I try to send the list when there is no game. For example, imagine that there is Jamshedpur Chennai yesterday, and maybe there is one player from Jamshedpur or Chennai that he knows at 2 p.m. that is or not in the list. I prefer just in the moment that I knew the lineups, Jamshedpur Chennai, in that moment I send the list to the federation. Sorry about
Yeah.
which question.
So the question is, Sandesh makes it back to the national team in your list now, and FC Goa even someone is back for the second time. So your thoughts on that, and what do you have to say?
No, we have 26 players. There are more than 2 in every position. I spoke already with Sandesh. You cannot play 90 after, let's see tomorrow, after the one injury like this. and let's see if he will play or not. We need to check game by game, because we know how is Sundays, and he wants to play even the small game in the training session. If there is a game between the staff and the another guys, he wants to play this game. No, he wants to play everything. But we need to be careful with this situation. Someone, I think that is a good option is with Roshan, both left backs again. The list is very similar than the last time. There are only 3 or 4 substitutions. It's very similar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions? All right, we'll wrap this up. Thank you, boss. Thank you, Tomba.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Good luck for tomorrow.